Welcome to Marketing Buzz with Daniel Coburn, where we spotlight exceptional leaders and businesses making impacts in their community. In just 5 minutes, we'll explore fun facts about our guests and their companies. Today, I'm really excited to have an old friend of mine, Levi Lewis from Silvertape Games. Levi is an old friend. He's a phenomenal wizard in the product marketing and product management realm, which is where he and I first met. We were trying to figure it out. It's a few decades ago almost. But he has a new venture with Silvertape Games. And I appreciate you being here, Levi. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me, Daniel.
Can you tell me a little bit about your approach with product marketing and product management? Again, I know that's one of the places that we have a large history, and you're by far one of the most premier people that I know in that space.
Yeah. So from a product management, product marketing perspective, I tend to focus on my new company calls it the crash the car concerns, where I'm working at Talentism. But essentially, it's what is the biggest critical issue that will prevent you from being successful. Typically, anybody can design or build a product, whether it's going to fit in the marketplace, whether it's going to be purchased is usually the dangerous aspect that you have to kind of validate first. So with Silvertape Games, we approached it with a bit of a unique strategy. We wanted to build a game that encapsulated sort of that D&D experience a bit, where it brings people together on a regular basis to build and play a campaign together without having but the problem with that is, and the problems that we looked to solve for that was, there are so many, it takes so much time and effort and energy to go and set up a game, play it, run it, design your campaigns, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So we built out our game targeted at just solving those problems, right? We built a dynamically generated loot and shoot dungeon crawler that dynamically generates loot, that allows you to play an entire game session in about an hour, so that you can play during your lunch break with your developers at work or whatever, right? But building that game, like I've been in product development for a really long time, so building the game I knew I could do. That wasn't the big challenge. Like, it was challenging, but it's not the biggest threat. And so from a product marketing perspective, we actually approached it by saying, what competitive advantage do we have, and what kind of arbitrage opportunities could we actually address here? So one of the first things that we realized is we have characters in the game. The names of the characters, how they look, how they're described, they don't really affect the play of the game. And so we could actually, we theorized that we could sell those characters because they would be valuable to some people that may have an ego and want to have a character named after them in perpetuity, or people that are like influencers. So the first thing that we did was we tested that theory. We reached out to a handful of people and said, hey, would you be willing to pay a couple $1,000s to be one of the main heroes in our game? And almost immediately had a taker that paid us $2,000. We had our artist draw him up. We built a character based on him, and proved out the concept.
Nice.
So allowing us to validate those concepts, and then we plan to take it a step further when we actually launch our game, to run affiliate marketing campaigns, allowing promoters to be able to go, like influencers and promoters to be able to just chat about our game, tell their followers, and if their followers sign up, and they have the most signs up, then they will become also a hero in our game, giving us the sign up and the momentum that we need to successfully launch a really effective Kickstarter.
Nice. Now with Silvertape Games, you just mentioned Kickstarter. What is the projection of the ETA about when it's going to come out, and is it going to be a physical product that people get, or are they digital, or how are you guys going to be releasing it?
Yeah, so this is going to be a mostly physical product. It's kind of a traditional board game. We do have some more personalized components that other board games don't really have. We've integrated a Gen AI character builder so that if you are really engaged and you really like the game, you can, for 20 or 30 bucks, have your own character created. That's not included in the box set for everybody else, but you can have your own character created with his own unique power set to be included to play at your own personal house. So it is a physical game with a lot of technology integrated and leveraged to actually develop it.
Nice. So our time is running short. So if as we wrap up, if you could let people know how they would find you, social, like your website, social media, and how would somebody get in touch with you if they're interested in working with you as an influencer, or just somebody who's a geek like me and wants to get the game?
If you go to silvertapegames.com, you can sign up for our essentially our progress reports, and you're also welcome to reach out to me on LinkedIn, and I accept anybody that reaches out to me. So happy to connect with anybody.
Awesome. Oh, hey, thank you again. Thank you everybody for tuning in. And Levi, it was good seeing you. Let's talk offline. I haven't talked to you in a few years. It seems like too long. And thanks everybody again for joining us for Marketing Buzz. And we look forward to seeing you guys on the next episode. And again, thank you, Levi.